guys, Ashley here. Today I'm going to be doing the makeup book tag. If you can tell by my face, I don't have any makeup on. This is me. This is me when I wake up. Hey, hey, hey. I'm going to be putting on my makeup while I answer some bookish questions that correspond with the specific makeup item. Also a warning, I am not a pro. I am not a makeup guru. I don't really know what I'm doing. I just started getting, in my standards, good at makeup, so yeah, that's just how I do it. Okay, this is my way. This is the Ashley makeup way. For the first question, it is primer, and it is pick a book that left a lasting impression. Alright peeps, I don't use primer because again, not a makeup guru. I don't follow the ways. I use BB cream, Smashbox Camera Ready. Let's do the beauty guru thing. Alright, so I'm just gonna dab this on my hand. Okay, pick a book that made a lasting impression. So I kind of just put this on my face. I'm gonna pick Orange by Ichiko Takano. Man, it is hard to talk about books and do makeup. Who created this tag? If you don't know about Orange, obviously if you know I love manga, it is one of the first mangas I picked up for myself and read, and it left a lasting impression on me because it really just kind of like opened up my horizons, if you want to say, into the manga universe. It taught me, you know, there's a bunch of different genres in manga to discover and find uniquely for yourself. And honestly, it really just got me in my manga craze. It's emotional, it's really well illustrated, and it's great. And then I'm going to use this brush to kind of just dab it in. I'm going from the nose outwards because apparently that's what you're supposed to do. Let's get rid of those under eye circles. Again, this is horrible technique. Am I ruining my skin? I don't know. But yeah, Orange by Ichiko Takano. I love it. It's kind of like a duology volume bind up, if you want to say. You guys know about Orange, right? I talk about it nonstop. So that is my primer book. Okay. So there's that. My skin's kind of more evened out. Next question is foundation, which I also don't really use in the traditional format. So I use a foundation powder, and I believe this is Tarte in the light sand color. And the question that corresponds with foundation, pick your favorite first book in the series. And for that one, I'm gonna actually do the Kiss of Deception and the Kiss of Deception. Is that what it's called, the trilogy? Anyway, Kiss of Deception by Mary E. Pearson. It is really great. It's a fantasy trilogy. I read it like 5 years ago, but holy, oh my gosh, it's so good. So basically we follow this girl. It's kind of like a love triangle of sorts, but the main thing that hooked me is that, so she's with these two guys traveling, and one is the assassin sought out to kill her, and one is the prince, I believe, that she's supposed to marry, but you don't know whose is who. She doesn't even know who's who. Like, who's the prince, who's the killer. It's thrilling because you're like, oh my gosh, she has chemistry with both of these guys, but one is supposed to be killing her and the other one is her actual destined love. Who is it? By the way, when I read this, I guessed wrong, and I thought the guy I liked was the prince and he was really the killer, so disappointment there. But it's super good. It has that love triangle trope without being tropey, if that makes sense. And it's one of the earlier young adult titles, but I still find it really good, and I still need to read the last one, which I haven't, which I'm ashamed of. But it's really great. The Kiss of Deception. It's called the Remnant Trilogy, Remnant Chronicles. That's what it's called. Yeah. So I highly recommend The Kiss of Deception by Mary E. Pearson. She has another one coming out, I believe, this year within the same universe. So that's super exciting. So I really need to get on that. Okay. So I kind of just, again, no technique. I'm just putting the powder all over my face. Make sure you go on your neck so you don't look ratchet and have that line. Now my face is all like matted and nice. All right. The next one is concealer, which I also don't use, so I'm just gonna talk right now. And concealer is pick a character you wish you could get rid of. This was really difficult for me because I tend to not read a lot of books where I get annoyed by characters, and if I do, I usually stop reading it. But for this one, I picked a recent one. It's in Simon vs. the Homo Sapiens Agenda by Becky Albertalli. I picked Martin Addison, even though yes, he's crucial for moving on the story. I could do without him. We don't have Love Simon / Simon vs. the Homo Sapiens Agenda without Martin because he's the one who kind of just pushes his whole thing in motion, but if I had to get rid of a character, it would be you, Martin. Bye, bish. Bye. Next one is powder. It's pick your favorite last book in the series. Again, I don't use powder. I don't follow this traditional, so I'm gonna use my bronzer instead, and for that one, it's broken, my ratchet ass. I used a Too Faced, what is it called? I know nothing about makeup. Too Faced. That bronzer, you know, it smells like chocolate, even though I hate chocolate. But anyway, yeah, my favorite last book in a series. I'm gonna do Blood Like Blood. Yeah, it's a good one, by Ryan Grodin. It's the last book in the Wolf by Wolf duology, so there's only 2, but it is one of my favorite duologies ever. It takes place during World War II, and it's kind of like a switcheroo, kind of like a concept if Hitler and the Nazis won the war and they have control. I say the first one is kind of like a mix of The Amazing Race and something else, because you follow our main character Adele, and she enters this race under disguise to try to assassinate Hitler. Okay, so I'm just bronzing my face. I do this motion. Is it right? I don't know, but all I know is you can, does that make a difference? It makes a difference to me, okay. And then you do the chin. They have blush at the bottom of this list, but I'm just gonna do it now because I like to do my blush afterwards. So for blush, the question is, pick a book that has some cringeworthy romance. Again, like the character thing, I don't really have a book that comes to mind with cringeworthy romance, but if I had to pick one, it would be The Hazelwood by Melissa Albert, and I really like that book. I gave it 5 stars, but as time went on, I saw other people's reviews and I kind of just like thought about it. I think I would bump that book down to 3 or 4 stars just because the ending didn't satisfy me, and the romance in that book isn't particularly cringeworthy. I just don't like how it was carried throughout the novel. It didn't progress the way I wanted it to, and how it ended, I was like cringing because I was like, really? This doesn't seem realistic that this would happen. And if you read the book, you know what happens at the end, and it disappointed me. Okay, that's it for my blush. As you can see, I use the same brush as my bronzer. It's probably not sanitary, but again, not an expert. And then I use my blending to blend in the lines, so again, we don't look ratchet and we have a line. All right, next we have the eyebrows. These babies right here, my grand feature. For eyebrows, the question is, pick a book you think everyone should read. So for eyebrows, I use a couple of tools here. I use the Anastasia Dip Brow in the color Ebony. It does give you that extra nice texture, and then I go over it in the pencil. So that's what you're gonna be seeing here. But yes, pick a book you think anybody should read. For that one, since it's Pride Month, woo, go Pride. I'm gonna do any of Adam Silvera's books, honestly. Obviously, they're really very inclusive. Also, just they're really diverse books. They're great, but they also pose a lot of questions, I feel like, about our world that you just wouldn't think of when it comes to love and life. And he just does a really good job at making these contemporary stories with these really diverse, inclusive, and unique concept kind of driving ideas. I don't know how I'm gonna talk while doing my eyebrows. So yeah, I kind of just like outline them. Yep, that's what I do. I outline them and I look like a freak. Let's do the other side. And voila, that's what you do. This is what I do. Yep, this is the new trend. I'm telling you right here. Outlined eyebrows, don't fill them in. Who needs to fill them in? Then I go back in with the dip brow and I fill the rest in. And I kind of go from the outside in. It kind of makes this like ombre effect. And I have some bald patches, but that's okay. That's done. And then we're gonna go back with the pencil and fix all the edges and make it look all nice and defined. See, I'm just going over all the bald spots because no one needs a bald thing. And then I'll kind of go back with the brush and just kind of like fix it. Okay, next question. I'm going out of order because again, this makeup list is out of my routine. I'm gonna do mascara, which I don't use mascara. For some reason, mascara doesn't work with my eyes. It does not agree. I've tried so many mascaras and all of them, they just end up here. So for mascara, I'm gonna use a mascara-esque type of thing. I'm gonna use my clear brow gel. It's also Anastasia, and it kind of just keeps your hairs in place for your eyebrows and gives it that like finishing touch. The question that corresponds with mascara, pick a long book. And for that one, I'm picking my new recently acquired ARC, and that is Priory of the Orange Tree by Samantha Shannon. I'm sure you've seen this all over BookTube. If you didn't know, I went to BA a couple weeks ago, and this is one of the big BBs we acquired. It's over 800 pages, it's an ARC, and it's magnificent. There's my eyebrows. Next up, we have eyeshadow, which I'm not gonna be wearing today, but for the question for eyeshadow is pick a book with your favorite colors on it. And for that one, I'm really into mustardy yellow, so I'm gonna pick another one from my BEA haul that is Running with Lions by Julian Winters, which is a sports romantic thing about soccer. Sports and romance. Pick it up, Running with Lions. All right, next up we have eyeliner, which, like mascara, I find really tricky. I have tried so many high-end, nice eyeliners that I bought from Ulta and Sephora. I feel like it's because I have Asian monolids that kind of overlap. It's wrong. It smudges, it smears. Nothing stays on me except for this cheap-ass drugstore from Kroger eyeliner. I think it's like Maybeline or something. It's a liquid stick thing, but you know, it works for me. It's only $7 and it works. Anyway, sorry for my rant about my eyeliner. Man, I should just, you know what, that's it. Yeah, I'm quitting YouTube. I'm gonna become a makeup guru because I'm so good at it. I'm not good at it. But yes, the question for eyeliner is pick a book that's dark and mysterious. For that one, I think I'm gonna do There's Someone Inside Your House by Stephanie Perkins. This is stressful, y'all. I already got eyeliner on my hands. I don't know how people do this. Okay, so while that dries and I fix that smudge over there. But yeah, There's Someone Inside Your House by Stephanie Perkins. If you don't know her, she also wrote like the Anna and the French Kiss duology. So that was kind of her dive from romantic contemporary YA. Oh my god, I'm like looking up dry monolid problems. But yeah, it was like her dive into YA horror slash thriller, and it was actually like really surprisingly suspenseful and bloody, and I really hope she writes more of that kind of genre in YA because she can do anything. Even though it was scary and bloody, she also had some really good romance in there, and it was great. I love me some romance and horror. That's a weird combination. Okay, the next one is highlighter. Again, I don't use highlighter, but I'll just answer that question when my eyeliner dries. So highlighter is a pick a book that brightens your day. I'm gonna do another Albert Tully book, and that is Leah on the Offbeat. It is the third book in the Simon verse, and it was about Leah and her grips with handling her bisexuality and how her friend group is kind of sort of tearing apart because they're all going to college, and it just gave me all the feels. I have a view review of that up on my channel, and it just made me so happy. It was so quote worthy. So the last one is lipstick, and if you've seen me in these videos, I have my iconic lipstick that I wear, and that is the Too Faced the Melted Matte. This is Naughty by Nature. It's brown. I never thought I would wear brown lipstick, but honestly, go big or go home. Be bold. Okay, and for lipstick, the question is, pick a book with your favorite kiss. I gotta do a Sarah J Maas. I'm gonna do Tower of Dawn because, without spoiling it, the romance in Tower of Dawn, when that kiss happened, I was literally like, take me. It was so satisfying. And I'm done. Just kidding, no. That's gonna be also a new trend, only wearing the top lip. Oh my gosh, and I am done. That is my makeup routine. Again, I'm not a guru artist. This technique may not work for you. It's what works for me. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed this get ready with me makeup book tab thing. I'll list all the makeup products I use in the down bar below in case you're curious, or just in case I forgot to mention any of them while I was applying, because I feel like I did. But thank you for watching this probably like really messy, chaotic video of me trying to get ready with makeup. Leave a like and comment down below if you enjoyed this. If you have any recommendations for any eyeliner products or mascara products that will not run down my face, like honestly, let me know. Alright guys, my name is Ashley, this is ashleyoutpaged. Don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. Bye, thank you.